Wait,
Last time on Sundering Silver. Wait,
Mm-hmm.
what?
sorry, no, carry on. I didn't know if Teffel was here or not, and then I looked back on Discord, and they were.
They are indeed.
Yes.
Right. So where we last left off, guys, you'd had one hell of a time in Barovia. You'd had one hell of a time getting back from Barovia. And you've been theory crafting. Looking at all your options you have before you. And you've had a few revelations. You've had a few ifs and buts and questions on your minds. And you have many, many paths ahead you can choose from. You're currently in the basement of Blackstaff Tower. You've had a long rest. You've had a day of shopping. You're all supplied up, stocked up, well rested, and Thog has had a vision. A vision from the Morning Lord, following their divination spell, that I'm sure everyone is caught up with, but essentially presented 3 orbs of light to Thog. One of them seemed to turn into a Lelia's symbol, and the other 2 were yearned after by the symbol of Lelalia. We had a bit more theorizing, and we left it there for the session. So, from your current Facebook chat stuff, I've not read Tia's yet. Tia wants more information, basically. Thog and Teffel were talking about splitting into 2 and divide and conquering on the prime material locations are of focus for Lileli's forces. Meridia and a lot of other people are talking about the shard, these shards that Thog has questioned about. This shards that Thingy's on about, thinking Lileli's after something. Laval was wanting something in the Shadowfell herself. Let's go and investigate Shadowfell. So you have kind of a consensus for going to the Shadowfell, but you've not had a proper vote on it. So with that being said, I'll throw you on the map. Hunter did say he wanted to get something done while your shopping trips and stuff were going on, and while you're all resting. So I guess we'll start off with that. Hunter, what is it you're wanting to do?
I would love to create 2 of those rifts simultaneously and let them touch, because we've never seen that happen, and it might do something fun. So, is anybody willing to cast a spell with me at the same time?
Question.
Oh, thanks, Dick. What?
Question. Do we think that this is a good idea to do in a small enclosed space such as this?
No,
Or
I'll be
should
doing
this
it
be more of a
upstairs.
large outdoor type affair where we could all stay far away?
That's the one. Do I have a volunteer?
What level does it need to be?
Leveled spell, I think.
Yeah, but what level and above for the rifts to appear?
I think you figured out it is level 5 and above. But they don't always appear.
Yeah.
I feel like just the higher the better, really.
So who can cast level 5 spells?
Well, Lavender certainly can, but she doesn't have a lot of them.
Yeah.
Are we going to have a rest before we go anywhere? Or if we have
We've just come back from it. We've
Yeah,
just
just
finished a
have
long rest, so you get yours back on a short rest.
Yeah,
because
I can spare it.
But
Same.
yes, I've got 5th level spell slots without spells attached to them because multi-class. But I can use them, but I've only got 2 of them. So if I need to upscale anything,
Fair.
I'm happy to Meridia's happy to use it to figure this stuff out. But I'm just saying I'm going to be down 2 level 5s if it doesn't pop off the first time. Which, again, I don't mind, but you know.
Fairs. I get them back after a short rest as well, so
Yeah.
that works.
I can
Um,
also. I'm
Warlocks?
just thinking of without wasting one. If we consider where we're going, I could use Seeming as the 5th level spell.
That's a plan.
Oh, that's good.
That's a very good plan.
Um,
Apart from if something terrible happens when they touch and we get transported off to fucking middle of a black hole or some shit. Like,
right.
I have 4 attempts to do this because I've got Arcane Gate at 6 and the 3 level 5s. So if you're
Or-
willing, oh yeah, go on.
Although I do need Matt to answer a question regarding my shopping on this one, I could do scrying, having heard of the troop that is going to the Shadowfell, to see if we can see where they are.
So you would need to know a name.
yeah, you need
To
to
do that.
be familiar with the.
Would you not know? Would Meridia know any of the names?
Matt, when I was in my bird cage, did I notice anybody that I would have known from
Nope.
way back when?
You didn't see
No.
anyone well enough to really recognize them, but the few people you would have got glances on, no.
Alright, okay, no worries. No. Is the short answer to that one?
Hmm. Is there anybody else that we're looking for actively, like in Silvery Moon, or?
The Lady of Silver Mist.
But she might know I'm scrying on her.
Yeah, okay, do it.
Do it.
All right.
The way she does is comes and tries to kill us, but rather here than wherever she is.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck it. Like, she's already been here once, you know what I mean? Like,
Might as well.
I mean, like, would Lavender really be afraid at this
No.
point
True.
to scry on the Lelia?
Yeah.
Like, where you are mentally?
Let's see what happens.
Okay, so are you wanting to do this like in line with Hunter's test idea?
Yeah.
Can you do scrying as a ritual? Because that might save you a spell slot as well.
It just says divination.
Right, let me just double check.
It'd have to be a
So-
spell to use up to make a portal
To
as
make
well.
the portal. Yeah.
Well, a ritual spell is still a spell being
Mm-hmm.
cast. It just doesn't take a spell slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to save you a spell slot.
That's you could just keep doing that ritually, and then I'll just
Yeah,
keep
was
casting
it
spells after the
scrying?
time has elapsed.
I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm just double checking for my own mind's sake.
Scrying there.
Right. No, it is not a ritual. Huh.
It just has a long casting time.
Yeah, okay. It's not a ritual.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I will remind the warlocks though that if they do have ritual spells, they are automatically upcast still if they use one of their packed
Yeah.
slots.
That's fine. Yeah, Lavender will.
Wait, let me
Okay.
see if any of my shit's ritualistic.
No, but it has to be a spell to make the thing. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, but if I do it as a ritual, it doesn't use a spell slot, and I don't get my shit back like you.
Okay.
Surely Daek's got some ritual stuff going on somewhere as a wizard.
Dake
Question
is
mark?
not a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm
He
having
does
words
not
with him.
have level 5 spells.
I am having words with Daek. What the fuck do I have that can be ritual cast? Why did I not write anything down?
I would like to start installing that one thing onto the mushroom that I have bought from Match Workshop.
Okay. Easily done. Got plenty of time to do it while everyone does their own things here.
Do we also have any of her possessions
Fuck.
or anything that belong to her? Related?
The Lelia. Oh, are you asking that out loud?
Yeah.
Oh,
it'll be-
fuck. So you ask that out loud.
It will make it a lot easier if I have something of hers.
Meridia gets a bit shifty and just goes, I might actually be able to help you with that. And she unsheaths her sword and just holds her sword out and says, "This was given to me directly by her. It is an artifact of the Church of Silvermist. So technically, it might work." Matt, would I know a bit more about the history of the sword? Obviously, with it being a relic.
You know what you know.
Okay, so to my knowledge, then.
Meridia's been told about it. Yeah.
Okay, well, to my knowledge, then yes, the Lavia created this sword.
Well, save a lock of hair or something like that. This is the closest thing we have of hers.
I mean, also this armor, this mark on me. I mean, me technically, I suppose.
The sword will do. I believe I'm familiar enough with her to. Would that count as knowing her well?
I do have a question.
You wouldn't know until you cast the spell, really.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
What about the book?
What book?
You know, about all the sisters and stuff.
Oh, you mean the prayer book? And she'll pick up. Did we take Linvarder's copy? Or did we burn it? I burnt it, right, Matt?
She didn't have it on her.
Regardless,
Interesting.
wouldn't that be most familiar to the one that people are supposed to worship?
I mean, it's written by someone else but from her mouth. I mean, everything I'm pretty much wearing apart from this, and she points to there's like a little necklace around her neck, and it's like a kind of ornate, fancy ass like glass vial / bottle, and inside of it there is like silvery liquid that moves around, and every now and again when like the light catches it, it kind of shimmers a bit with like a like when light goes through a window and catches it and the kind of refracts the rainbow. It's kind of like that. Everything that I'm wearing is basically hers apart from this, but I mean, this is probably the closest thing we have. And she'll kind of flip the sword in her hand.
Yeah, the sword will probably do fine, to be fair.
Pass it over and give it a go.
I'll hand you my sword.
Lavender starts to kind of arrange herself. There's a sense of calm that washes over as her eyes go black, and she will cast scrying on Lilia Silvermist.
Are we doing this
So
outside?
Yeah, when we go upstairs.
Nice.
Okay.
I love my Matt was like, please don't give up the secret base immediately.
And you all die. Hey!
You are?
With the maths.
Yes. Well, I mean, I can help you the best I can, but it's up to Matt to allow you what pluses you'll have, and I'm sure it'll tell you
Okay.
Oh, it's a roof. Nice.
when we roll for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a roll for it.
How close are we all being to each other while this is happening?
Tokens, so
Well, we will have to. We will have to be. We'll go over here, but we'll have to be like, I'd say, 1 square apart, like with the square in between us. That should be fine.
So I was gonna suggest that I'm gonna do a psychic link between a few of us on the off chance something goes explodey or teleporty.
When has that ever happened? Oh, Fez.
I'm really worried about your actual campaign and Matt's sanity. If your immediate response to anything is explodey or teleporty.
It's usually how these things go. I can't lie.
The thing is, you got to remember though, we are still here, so you know.
And that's what makes me terrified of both of you.
So I'll connect me to Hunter, Lavender, and 3 others, I believe. I think it's my They're like, how many of us are here? I think I can connect to all of us here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can connect to everyone. So Hunter, Lavender, Meridia, Tia, and Teffel. They can obviously only communicate to me, but in an emergency, I would basically act as a switchboard, just transmitting messages between people.
If you can do 6 extra people and not just 5, do you want to do Thog as well? Because Lewis will be here in a minute.
I can do 5 on top of me.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 6 plus you. My bad.
No, 5 include 5 and then me. But again, I'm happy for that to be anyone. It doesn't matter too much. So if we'd like to swap Thug for someone, that's fine too. And you need to roll a dice to see how long that lasts.
2 hours.
You best hope.
4 hours.
Fucking saving throws.
Does that count, or is it that?
That's the number.
That's it.
That's the
But
number.
then I get the plus and minuses.
The plus and minuses, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But Matt will tell you what you get when the rolling happens.
He just
Is that us?
pulls some things up. Josh, I can hear something in the back of your mic and it's
Sorry,
racing.
thought I might muted it. Sorry.
Josh, focus on the campaign.
Okay, here it is. Excellent. Cool. So you're going to be casting Scrying. Hunter, you're saying you want to do this at the same time. What is it you're casting in time with the end of the Scrying spell?
I will cast Fast Step. So I'll come here and I'll be casting Fast Step to like this square, like diagonally up left one.
Okay.
Just let me pee because this might be important. I don't understand.
Okay. Okay, cool. Have we just gained someone? Hey, we've got a Thog.
Hello.
Thog, you are in time to witness something either incredibly good or incredibly bad.
Whilst we're waiting, Matt, I know you probably don't have a chance, but this might come in important. Did my shopping list come through?
Yes. Sorry. Yes, I meant to message you back. Let me just pull up the note I made on it.
Is it sunny outside right now, Matt?
In game.
In game.
In game, yeah, very nice summer's a day.
Okay, amazing.
Okay, yeah, it's going to cost you 650 gold.
Oh,
There is one
yes.
available.
absolutely.
Oh, fuck off.
I'm back.
Sorry, I forgot to mention something very important. This whole time, Ribbit has softly been playing jaunty little tunes on his whistle stick, and has not stopped since dawn.
Oh no, not the whistle stick.
Perfect.
Lavender returns from the shopping trip with an unseeming but brand new broom on her back.
God damn it.
Yes. Airdropped frog.
Remember, if you paint a stripe on it that isn't red, it won't go faster.
I'm pretty sure that's actually in the player's handbook.
Consider it done.
Nice.
Okay, so the scrying spell starts. Hunter, you know how long roughly this takes, to time your thing right. Is this where you're both stood?
Yes.
Cool. In that case, let me grab me dice. What saving throw do I need to make?
Wisdom, please.
Wisdom. And then the modifiers are that. Okay, so okay.
How
Okay,
well
okay.
does Frankie, how well would you say that Lavender knows?
Well, we've met her because she appeared in the first
yeah,
episode.
and also Fog went into a lot of detail.
Yeah.
As did, as has
I
Meridian.
wouldn't say knowing of someone and knowing them well are very different. So I'd say firsthand, not familiar.
Okay.
Okay. I just realised I don't need that. I need that. Cool.
Can I just say that for good measures, before any dice rolls or anything are said, I
Uh-huh.
put the book in the ritual. I put the sword in the ritual as
Oh,
well
I'm aware.
as well as.
Don't matter. It's
Should I
only
put a
one
book
thing.
as well? Or is it just one
Yeah,
thing?
it's just
Okay,
one
cool.
thing.
Cool.
Also, is that a red lightning fisher over to the side?
Yep, that's in case you actually make one, I will drag it in.
Okay, got you. Just checking there wasn't one already there.
Okay, so Lavender, as you are doing this this ritual, you're coming closer and closer to the conclusion. The magic from you starts funneling through your crystal ball towards out into the world, into the ether, towards the target of this spell. And as you can feel your consciousness trying to reach out, you can tell this isn't as strong as a connection reaching out as you thought. It's clear that the possession that you've used here is not a possession of Lolalia. And as you reach out, you suddenly hit a mental wall. And you just hear, well. And then your eyes open back on the top of the tower. Hunter, you fast step. Can I have a D100 from you both?
Let's go.
Oh!
What the hell was that?
The game, the website wants story to happen.
As you all watch as these two spells finish, the confusion, and can you move your tokens as if you finish a spell as well, Hunter? And your wild magic.
Oh shit.
Um,
Yeah.
you see Hunter teleport. Lavender comes out with well, Lavender, you can describe how you feel about the reaction you got. Clearly an unsuccessful scrying spell, and as this happens, almost as if it's being torn, two gaps form in the world as two red lightning scars are created.
That was well easy.
I can't
You know what they
believe.
say? Do not put it in the random chart unless you expect it to happen.
It my scrying it didn't work. I'm sorry, Narita, but I don't think that this was hers. It didn't feel strong enough somehow.
Well, everything is full of lies, so it makes sense that this wasn't actually made by her, I suppose. And I will do a wide berth of these fucking things, and I'll come back and take that sword back off you.
Yeah, she'll give it to you.
Cool.
But it seemed to work. How are we going to get these things to touch?
Cast more spells near them to make them bigger.
I can throw a spell slot into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will stand next to you then, Hunter.
I'm going to stand a little bit further back, maybe here.
Cool.
Get out of the
All right.
way.
Okay. Is that what you
Can't
want
go
me? Where do you want me?
first.
Where do you
One
want
more
me?
forward will do.
I can't control
Oh.
you for some reason.
Can Liam have control of my?
Can I have control of Lavender, Matt?
Yes.
No.
Apologies.
That's okay.
Right.
I've got a character sheet, but I just can't seem to Click on it.
There we go.
Right, where do you want me?
Move me actually further back. I'm gonna
There?
yeah.
Okay. Where do you want me to, Jack?
Just one forward would be good.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And I will cast Fireball at 5th level off to the side.
And I will cast Far Step looking at my feet on the ground.
Where are you casting these?
As far in that direction as I can.
Okay.
So it'll be how fucking far does Fireball go again?
Well,
Too
there are
far.
just 5 gardeners walking outside.
Yes.
And what are you doing?
But like
Joe?
up in the air, like diagonally upwards.
Far Step looking at the floor.
Just bear in mind that will take up another spell slot.
Yep.
Cool. As you both cast your spells, there is a destination in the sky, and both Meridia and Hunter, as you cast your spells, like that aura of magic that you produce as you do it through your hands, casting the firefall and the little mote that you shoot off to do it, you can see some of it being like ethereally pulled in the direction of both of these rifts. And as you do that, both of them increase in size. To the point where they overlap and they touch.
Mm.
As they do, you can see the parts they touch swirling and like whirlpooling together, almost as if they're liquids dancing together, but not quite fusing or occupying the same space for any more than a moment. You can also, now that they've increased in size, see through them a bit better. Just at their centers, there's just enough of a gap now that it's not just white light. You can slightly see like distorted images through them.
Can we get any glimpses of anything of where it might be?
If you want to go up to it and have a peer through, you don't have to stick your head in it because it's not tiny. But yeah.
I'll have a look too.
I'll hippy hop over.
Okay.
I will most definitely be immediately staring into them.
Okay.
I will give somebody
Ooh.
advantage because my perception is dog bollocks.
Well, I'm all right. I think.
I'm still playing jaunty tunes on my flutes.
I would love an advantage because I'm not bad. I'm not good at it.
Mine was an 18 perception.
But holy fuck, you rolled twice above 10.
Okay.
I'm proud of
You
you.
guys, isn't it?
I'm proud of you.
Nice.
All right, guys, I only got 24.
Cool. As you look through these rifts, as you look through the one on the west, to the west of you, you can see towering buildings. Really ornate spires decorate the skyline. Raised pathways and walkways intermix these raised spires, and on a lower level you see what looks like housing, your normal like cityscape. In the air you see large barges tethered under giant balloons. It looks like a city, but no city that you've ever seen. On the eastern rift, you see rolling hills and cliff tops surrounded with fog and temperate forests. A small ruin lies closer to you, and a larger hilltop fortress lies behind it. One that clearly has seen better days and looks abandoned.
Well, I know which one I want to go through.
Looking at both of them, it's clear that the one to the west, the cityscape, the rift has appeared quite high above the ground. The one with the ruined fortress Again, doesn't seem at ground level, but doesn't seem as high as the other one.
Looking through the ruined fortress, Matt, on the hilltop, do I?
I can barely hear you. Something's wrong with my headset, so I'm going to need
Sorry,
you to
mate.
speak up.
Does Meridian notice anything about the
I
ruined?
still can't hear you. Is that just me?
Can you hear
anybody
me? No, I can hear him.
I can
No,
hear him
it's
perfectly.
getting quieter.
I
Quieter.
can
It's just
hear.
you, Matt.
One
I think
sec,
it's
let me
just you,
unplug
mate.
my stuff and plug it back in.
Alright.
Don't tell
like
me
a
you're leaving
gaming
on them, but it's just Matt yet.
Talk again?
Has it worked?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Hooray.
Hey. Does Meridian notice anything familiar about the ruined cityscape thing?
You do not.
Well, this adds more curiosity to the pile. It seems that we can definitely make our way through this eastern one as if we already didn't have enough things to go on. But did you see her at all, Lavender?
No, my spell it didn't work. We've established these things as some sort of portals, right? And they, you guys, you jumped through one, correct?
Looking at the Void Boys.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
we.
they seem to get worse when we make the spells, particularly powerful ones. So seems to be some.
Lavender's trying to think of like what type of connection there might be to whatever it is that is used to make spells, which is the weave, right?
Yes.
Would she, or maybe turning to Malcor or returning to Malcor downstairs to ask this, know of any kind of connection between what the fabric of the weave is made of and what the fabric of reality is?
So, Malcor and Mordenkainen's have still not returned. They are away doing their own thing at the minute. But
Okay.
you yourself would know
Okay.
that they are very, very different things.
Okay.
The world is physical and tangible. The weave is. It's almost like an ethereal soup that's just everywhere. It's basically like a spider web that crisscrosses the whole world, the whole of reality. That is, you can pass through. You can't really see, but it's there. Reality itself made by Ao, presumably. The weave made by a god. Very different levels of power and very different substances.
So the weave is like when you're swimming and you dive underneath the water. When you're swimming through the water, that's what it's like walking around the world. You're just constantly surrounded by it. It's everywhere. It's like the wind.
Lavender's just. I'm just floating the idea that there must be some kind of connection to the magic being used in these portals opening. We know that already, but what is it? If they are two different things, then how are they being connected?
Well, the weave is manipulated in several ways, and that is how, for example, plane shift, where we go from one plane to another, that is the weave assisting us through the planes and through their barriers. So what's happening here is us casting spells is causing whatever concoction of weave that is to activate and open a space between here and another plane.
I could send me
Believe-
birds
That's a
through.
byproduct of a spell going off as a secondary effect.
Hunter,
As
just
you're having this conversation,
Mm.
that swirly mixture between the two of the rifts, just a quick little spark, a little flash of white light in amongst the red. And appearing in front of you from the two rifts,
Fuck.
almost as if it's stretched out and forms from like that liquidy substance. A very strange, completely unconnected to itself creature appears. It's very angular and fragmented, but clearly has like a body and arms and a head. Not so much a face. And it just sits there in front of you silently with just this little electrical buzz in the air, just motionless, but clearly observing you in some way.
Hello there.
Its head tilts to one side.
Ribbit is entranced, and his face is slowly approaching the creature as he plays jaunty little quiet tunes now.
It moves to the side and also stares at you. And then floats to the other side. Checks out Lavender and Meridia. Tilts his head again like a dog, seemingly just investigating you.
Can I try and get a sense of if this thing is sizing us up for a fight, or
And
if this thing is just inquisitive?
Is it magical? Casting a detect magic?
It is magical. Give me 1 sec.
We dubbed this a weave, dude.
Don't touch my weave!
Okay. Casting your detect magic, there is an incredibly strong aura of Dunamancy around it. Meridia, it does seem to be sizing you up, but its arm-like appendages are clearly at its side. It's not in a defensive or an aggressive stance in any form.
Right. Okay.
Ribbit just slowly follows the creature.
It turns and has one last look at you, and then bolts back towards the rifts and seemingly merges back with it and disappears.
Ribbit
Right.
looks like he's had his soul crushed.
Can
He
I
is
try and stop
heartbroken.
it?
As you look through, you
No, I
don't
mean
see
when it goes past, can I try and grab it?
Oh, I thought you said find it. Okay.
No, can I try and stop it?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make a contested grapple.
And roll initiative.
And die.
What am I rolling? Athletics.
Yeah, athletics.
That is a soft 20.
Okay, give me 1 second. I do not have it stat block in front of me.
Matt wasn't expecting any of us to be stupid enough to do this now, and he wasn't prepared for combat.
Oh, yes, he was. He just thought it would be one of us two.
Okay. It tries to bolt. You can see it kind of almost beginning to like liquefy again back into these rifts, and you grab hold. Despite the fact that the majority of it it's like a fractal being. It's not connected physically to itself, but you do manage to grab one part and all of it stops.
Yeah.
And you do overpower it and get it in a grapple. And its head immediately 180s, looking over its back at you. Can we roll initiative, please?
No!
Fuck's sake.
The weave, dude. Amazing. Fuck's sake.
Initiative, shit,
Yeah.
sorry. I was having a big think there.
That's all right.
13 for Lavender.
Any pluses?
No.
Okay.
How much? 14.
13 for
13.
Lavender.
11 for Tefal. I guess I'll add Vigil and Thingy on this. Wow, amazing Vigil as usual. I'll just do even Dayak. Can I have some volunteers to control even Dayak for today?
No, apparently.
Eerily quiet.
I can do Daik.
Sound.
Just need this character sheet.
Okay. This thing hasn't attacked you. It's not doing anything aggressive as of yet. But it is clearly like agitated and irate that it is being held. So as it's just been grappled, first person to react, Tia, what are you doing?
I would like to wave at it.
Like to what, sorry?
I would like to wave at this
Oh.
rift creature.
Okay.
Just very friendly, non-aggressive.
Okay, good to know.
That's it.
Ribbit, what are you doing?
So Ribbip is still quietly playing jaunty tunes with the flute. I have an ability, due to my exposure to this energy, that I would normally use to deal damage by exposing them to dunamantic energy.
Mhm.
Is there a way I could use that to try and connect with this creature in a non-lethal fashion?
Sure. Go ahead and describe what you're doing.
So again, Ribbit, this entire time has not stopped playing the flute, and the tune is sort of changing from these jaunty tunes to a softer, sort of sadder tune. And as he does, the red lightning becomes focus and comes out of the flute and towards them as he tries to mentally connect with them.
Okay.
Soothe the beast. We mean you no harm. Good vibes.
Give me either a persuasion or animal handling check.
17.
Okay. As you do, the head that suddenly got like a deeper red, more piercing, more focused attention on Meridia, slowly turns towards you and goes back to just tilting to one side. It seems unsure of what to do. Is there anything you're trying to communicate to it exactly, or just
Just that we mean it no harm, friend, any of those kind of things. The kind of things you'd say to, an alien that comes to Earth. We mean you no harm, we'll take you to our leader.
okay?
We want to help.
As you do this, its focus stays on you. And Meridia, as you're holding on, all of a sudden, like liquid, these fractal rigid shapes just liquefy and ooze through your hands until it's still next to you, but it is no longer being grappled by you.
Okay.
And it seems to drop its agitation.
Fantastic.
I think just with the rest of my action, Ribbit would free up one hand from flute playing and offer it out to the creature. Maybe bow his head. And that's me.
Is anyone else doing anything?
I'll walk over next to Ribbit and also like drop to one knee, maybe. Put my one hand on like Ribbit and then the other one up, same as Ribbit, just on the other side.
Meridia, like as soon as it kind of goops out of it, she'll kind of hold her hands up as if to be like, like no, no harm. Like I'm not trying to fight. I'm intrigued.
Okay. As you two as you two drop down on your knees, it just floats past you uncaringly and just goes up, like really up and close and personal with Teffel and Tia, who've been waving at it, and just starts like examining them as well.
Are you able to drink coffee?
tilts its head in confusion.
I'll bring up a cup and pour some coffee.
It slowly drifts away from you, not seeming to care. Examines Chewie for a moment, and then darts back over to where the rifts are.
Can I cast Speak with Animals?
Sure.
Can you understand me?
It just tilts its head, confused.
Oh.
And
Maybe
then
it doesn't talk in language. Maybe it talks in emotions. Can you try and convey an emotion to it?
I'm always happy. It's my secret.
you hear a very low, very crackly, and somewhat it's a sound that sounds almost like drum beats being produced by vocal cords, but it has a nice rhythm to it. Clearly a language. I think I already know the answer to this, but who here speaks primordial?
Me!
And me.
Yes! It
So
came
we're
in
primordial.
handy.
So we're listening to beatboxing and they're listening to a language.
Essentially, it's more like a drum roll, like really deep guttural sounds mixed with like cracking noises.
All right, so we're listening to Skrillex and they're listening to
Yeah.
a language.
That's
You two
incredible.
in primordial here. What are you?
We are friends.
And you
What?
sat.
What friend?
Your friend.
Friend, good thing.
Do you need help?
No.
Where have
What
come
are you,
from?
sir? Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
question.
I didn't hear the other one.
Where have you come from? Where you, sir, come from?
Here.
Are you guys talking to this thing?
Yeah, we yes we are.
Yeah, other than the rhythmic thrumming, Riviv is still just playing the flute.
Ask it what it remembers,
Do
like
you
either recently or of who it is.
do you remember where you came from? How did you get here?
I remember everything.
Fourth dimensional beings, dude.
Even things that haven't happened?
No.
Are you translating for us as well?
I can do. If you want to ask a question, I'll just translate it.
Yeah. Well, Lavender mentioned.
Well, it's some sort of time magic thing. Perhaps there's no other reports of anything like this popping out of other rifts. Perhaps it's something we did when we connected them.
Have you been here before?
I've been everywhere.
What
Have
do
you-
you so want?
Want?
Or what do you so do?
Do?
Do you know AO?
No.
Does it know what the rifts are?
Do you know what the rifts are?
Broken.
Broken.
How do we fix?
Broken. And it seems to look back at the rifts and just says again, broken.
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 Okay, broken.
How do we fix them?
It doesn't answer. It's
Can
just
we
staring at
fix
the
them?
rifts. No break.
Time.
No break.
No break. And it just barrels up to you right in your face. No break.
Maybe because they touched. Maybe they're not supposed to touch. Maybe that's what it means by the broken bit.
Do you mean they cannot touch?
It flies up to one of them, points, broken. And then it flies up to another one, the other one, and points, broken. And then it flies back up to you and Lavender one by one in your faces. No break.
How broken?
Bad.
What bad?
All bad. All broken.
I feel
How?
like what they're trying to say
Go on, Tia.
is that do not open any more rifts. It's pretty much what breaks things.
I concur.
Is a broken bad thing?
Very bad.
And not broken?
Ask if it knows the Lelia.
Do you know Lelia?
In Primordial?
No.
Has this ever happened before? With him knowing, he says he's been everywhere. Does he know if this ever happening?
He replies, for long time? No. Short time? Yes.
How do we unbroken?
Fix.
How fix?
Again, it's silent as it just stares at them.
How breaking? How did it break?
It points at Hunter and then it points at Lavender and just shouts, break.
So it's when they're open. That's what it means. It means that the reality is broken, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say to it like, or I'll get Hunter to say to it like, is reality broken? Is that what's broken?
Yes.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't know how we're going to fix reality.
Show us how to fix.
Again, it's just silent.
I think, much like us, this is reality-ending stuff. I think a creature. You're some sort of guardian or something. I don't think you would know how to fix something like this.
How many broken?
Many. More and more.
How is the spell and the breaking connected?
All weak. Spell strong. Strong break weak.
How
Things
make
get
strong?
weaker.
Why are they getting weaker?
Don't know.
Could it
Who
have
else?
to do with shards of a plane of existence being taken from those planes of existence?
No.
Who else break rifts?
Many. Silly. Not good.
How make strong?
Don't know.
The stronger the spell, it's saying that there are weak spots. I think.
I think it's saying that the barrier between the realities is weak altogether. I think
Right,
that's
and
what it's saying.
when a magic effect is created, right? It is like we say, the weave. It folds, it twists, it intertwines to create what it is you're trying to make, right? But these are tears. These are broken in reality, and those two fabrics, they might be separate, but there is something connecting them. Something I think that either Lilia has done or is trying to do.
As
Oh,
as this conversation is going on, anyone listening would have noticed that Ribbit's playing had gotten sort of more agitated and discordant. And very suddenly, he becomes charged with the red lightning coursing all over his body, and the energy erupts from him. All creatures within 10 feet must succeed on a strength saving throw. DC is. Oh, oh, you would make it that, wouldn't you? So that is DC 18 strength save, please, everyone.
Right.
Anyone within 10 feet of me?
Everybody within 10 feet of me plus 5 to that.
Hey, okay.
'Cause I'm a
Creature got a
fucking
natural
paladin.
1.
Oh,
Add 5 to that.
19. Oh, just.
25 for me.
Anyone that fails gets pushed back 10 feet and takes 2d6 psychic damage.
That's Jack and the Rifty Boy.
Ribbit is bawling, is still playing the flute, but his eyes are streaming with tears.
As this
Staring at the
gets
creature.
pushed back, you can see it gets hurt by this. It gets more angular, more red, and flares, and just shouts out again in primordial. No! You break! You silly! And it darts at the rift and disappears into it.
Can I grab the flute off Ribbit or try?
You can try.
Ribbit will definitely oppose that in whatever
Probably.
manner.
Yeah.
For it.
What am I rolling?
It's opposing dex.
Straight decks?
It'd be sleight of hand. Opposing
Oh.
sleight of hand check.
Would it now?
I was in sleight of hand.
Oh, sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Oh, that's still nothing. Yeah.
For 23.
Yeah. Lavender, goes to swipe the flute out your hand, completely misses and turns halfway around the other way.
What is wrong with you?
Ribbit jumps back almost in fear, clutching the flute, eyes still streaming, playing a very sad song now.
Ribbit, what's wrong? Why did you do that? What's the matter?
He's going to psychically communicate to everyone he's connected to because he can't stop playing the flute. Misa don't mean to do that. Misa use Misa power, and then Misa no control Misa power, and then Misa power come out, and then Misa power hurt the cute thingy.
Hunter will literally charge over to Ribbit, body slam him on the floor, and wrestle that thing out of his hand.
He is panicked, trying to get the flute back.
Are you actually just? Hunter. You try to take the flute from him.
Yes, remove it completely from his person.
I mean, if you're body slamming in, then go ahead. Opposing athletics checks.
Lamau.
Yes. Oh no, that's bad. No.
Min-maxer all the way. What's that? -1 strength plus 10 athletics.
You do manage to push him over, but being the small squat frog he is, he just rolls back over onto his feet and carries on playing the whole time.
I need my
Right.
inspiration die.
Can I?
Meridia's had enough
No.
of this now.
You have to use the inspiration before you find out the result.
Josh, can you
Wait. Oh, go for it.
Josh, can you please make a wisdom saving throw as Meridia puts a hand out towards you and just goes, still now, as I cast hold person on him.
That's a 1.
Yeah. Hey, all that, buddy.
Now I'll
He
take
finally
it from him.
stops playing.
Cool.
Now you can just see panicked eyes.
I am concentrating on that shit, thank you.
Panicked eyes and wiggling fingers.
No wiggling fingers, baby. You are
Just eyes then.
You are paralyzed.
Again, mentally connecting. Give me the flute. Misa need the flute. Misa need me the whistle stick.
What does the flute do? Why? No, the flute made you attack us.
Misa, no. Misa just really feel like today Misa needs to keep playing the whistle stick. Misa need it.
I'm taking it
Why?
from you.
What's going on, Robert? What are you not telling us?
It's clearly enchanted or something like that. Get it off him,
No, Misa whistle stick. Misa had Misa whistle stick this the whole time. Misa just feel like today that Misa really have to play Misa whistle stick all Misa time.
Hunter, would you please grab his flute?
Can I roll?
It's happened ever since Misa wake up this morning.
Matt, can
Grab
I
it.
see if he's? Can I see if he's like being charmed or something, or being influenced?
My detect magic would still be up.
He's taking a quick call.
It's his void experience. I think makes him do random shit all the time.
Misa happened first thing this morning. Misa wake up and Misa just have to play those whistle stick all this time.
So what I'm going to do, Ribbit, I'm looking you dead in the eyes. I'm going to take your flute, and as I do, I'm going to take the rod of removability, put it on your chest so you're on the floor, and then press it so you can't actually reach the top, and you're staying where the fuck you are.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. There's absolutely nothing I can do about that.
How long are your arms? Not long enough, I guess.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. I'm sure you could like put it in a way where you restrict my arms anyway.
Get low.
So, yep, I'm stuck.
Just wait to make sure I actually take this off you from Matt. Well, that was an experience with that dude.
Oh, that was such a bad time for that to go off.
It really was.
Oh my god! Because like the whole time as well, I've got these kind of random effects that happen because of some stuff that's happened, and I keep saving, and it really annoys me. And I finally failed. I was like, yes, and then I checked, and it was that one. I was like, no. I haven't read any of the effects either, so it's like completely random. I don't know what's coming.
You need to
Yeah,
stick your
look,
head through this
he's
bottle
just,
ASAP.
Yeah, well, I think he probably will.
Please do.
Just gonna chase this thing.
At least we know that, like, I think we've not really confirmed anything we didn't know, but we've like super confirmed that it is like.
I mean, this was a pretty wild experience. I did not expect any of this.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to explode and that was going to be about it. I'm not going to lie. Did not expect a little dude to come out.
I thought it was going to be they touch and then like when two black holes touch, like we all just get fucking sucked in. Like I thought that was what was going to happen.
That was definitely on the table.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lavender, would you fancy coming here for a second?
who, me?
Oh, I'm asking Lavender.
Oh, Lavender.
Sorry. I was deep in my pinboard. What was the question?
Would you
Yeah,
just fancy coming here for a moment?
Yes, absolutely.
You see, here's mushroom.
Ah, they look kind of different, no?
With slightly modified modules.
What is it that you've added?
I managed to install something called Infinite Coffee.
Infinite coffee?
Infinite Coffee.
That sounds really amazing. That would have definitely come in handy with my late nights of investigating. How does it work? Do I boop his nose or something?
You just ask a mushroom for a little bit of coffee, and you can see that on the area, it pops open, and there will be a cup of warm coffee ready for you.
Incredible.
She will try it out and try a steaming cup of coffee. Is it any good?
Steaming cup of mushroom coffee.
Mushroom coffee. Ah,
It just tastes like any regular coffee unless you want to customize it.
It smells just like the one from one of the early towns I visited. I didn't try coffee till quite late on, but this is quite good.
Shroombuck's coffee.
You may also have a double shot espresso if you want to.
You know what? I think I'm going to need it.
she'll add the extra espresso.
Tia is in full barista outfit at the moment.
This is where Tia drugs us all with magic mushrooms.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
Lelia
they've
all
already-
along.
They've already done it. Like we're just this
One
whole
for the
like
ride.
the little fucking square dude. Then that was just a fucking trip. That's all that was.
Oh, Josh, how much
Cheers,
damage
Mr.
did that
Dolly.
take?
You've just been sending
2d6
messages to Matt
just
like
roll
I'm
it.
fucking putting CBD and all that shit. Like THC's going in there.
Could have been less.
How rude.
I still have my shopping list, so I need to see what else I still have. But that will be one for you.
Thank you very much. That will come in useful. I'm sure we will. I've been burying my head in all of these papers. And, it's not as though I sleep much anyway, but I can still need a pick-me-up from time to time.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, okay. So the rifts that just touched, could that, the reason he appeared through them, could that be because like that bridged, I know they bridge realities, but could that be like the realities physically touching each other when they shouldn't? And that's why he was able to come through.
Well,
Mm.
he said that that it's weak everywhere, right? So maybe us doing high level magic because like
It's breaking
as-
the weak spots.
Yes, as like Lavender and Teffel said, because when you manipulate the weave, you manipulate that around you and twist it and turn it and like intertwine them how you want to do it to react to the spell, the incantations. So maybe in doing that, the reason why we roll the D100 is that if we roll a certain number, the magic is too forceful and rips the strands of the weave that hold that holds reality in place.
Yeah, is there a weave per reality, or is there one weave for all realities?
We had a weave, and I'm assuming you had a weave. So
Yeah, it's probably separate weaves.
yeah,
I
maybe
would have
maybe Mistra. Something's wrong with Mistra or something.
That's what I was going to say. Like,
or
when,
the connection with the gods
before
is
fucking Whistle Boy
broken.
dicked off.
Mm.
I was going to be like, "Fuck! Has anybody heard anything about Mistra lately?" Because if the weave's getting weak, then that means that something's up with her.
Or the gods'
She,
influence.
The guardian
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, she's the one that So the original one died, and then the weave died, and that's where the spell play came from. And then the Savras went to a human being, a high level wizard, and was like, "Yo, do you want to be the new god of magic?" And she was like, "Yeah." And when she ascended, the weave sorted itself back up again. So she is directly connected to the weave.
Mm.
I just watched your brain melt out your ears then for a second.
So based on that theory, what we would say is that if the reality keeps getting weaker, the some of the gods might be dying. And if their
Teffel.
place is now gone, then that means that you're saying that someone else would be offered a place to replace the weave, and hence ascending to the godhood by the Liladia would not be a pipe dream anymore. Is that what you're saying?
I really don't think that that the lady should ascend at all. It's not a choice for her to ascend as that being. She has to be given that mantle of the godhood. Savras is the one that passed the mantle on, so somebody would have to present the mantle to her, and I don't believe that any of the gods would want her anywhere near them.
Oh, okay. Time to burn that theory.
Let's not make her into the new goddess of magic. I think that would be very bad.
But she might
What?
be trying to do that. This is what I'm saying. We don't know if
Exactly.
she's looking for the same shards, but she's looking for a shard from the Shadowfell. If it is that she's looking for this Jafferman dagger, it's a god killer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she could have plans. I mean, there was one of the prophecies that caught my eye. Let me find it. It said something about the pantheon from Obteo. The true test awaits. The Sundering will come. When shadows save the world, the pantheon comes undone. What if Lilalia has seen that as her own calling? Has she taken that as her mission to undo the pantheon somehow with this dagger?
Through the psychic connection, you also hear Shisa could also be attempting to acquire all of these power stones from Wisa reality. These give her godlike power too, power from AO themselves.
Right. Maybe she's taken that as her own. Maybe that's why she was in Chelt after all. She thought it was her personal calling to get one of these stones and change everything.
We suspect that these stones were created when AO stepped in to defend Wisa reality a millennia ago. But Wisa no sure why Hisa have to do that. Why Hisa no create a divine gate.
Maybe your AO doesn't know how.
We also believe that there's only one AO. He's in our legends able to travel across the multiverse.
Across the what?
Yes,
Oh.
all of these are realities. There's a many.
There's actually a few of us that we don't come from this particular material plane. We come from another. It kind of blows your mind, but it's essentially the same. They're just slight differences in each, like layers on top of each other.
Yes,
I one through to come here myself.
we start thinking there's maybe multiple versions of these planes too.
So that is why I have a somewhat debatable relationship with death. See, if I die in this reality, there's always another one of me somewhere else in my eyes. I find that somewhat comforting.
Misa too. Now, can Misa have Misa flute back?
Absolutely not.
It just cries in all of your ears.
And puts it in the bag of holding.
So, what have I missed, and why has Rakeen been mentioned? What happened?
Oh my
Quite
god, we've been
random.
theorizing.
Okay.
Also, before we've been doing a lot of out of game theorizing because I would like to make a check to see if Ribbit is being coerced under the influence of something.
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check.
Amazing.
Also, my detect magic will still be up, so is there anything on the flute?
I don't think so. Is it magical, Ribbit?
No, it's totally mundane.
Cool.
12.
They don't seem to be coerced by anything. More just not totally with it.
Misa just want to play Misa flute. It's only been today. Misa just really want to play.
Hunter will play his flute.
Give me a performance check.
Can also play the whistle flute, like those, those woo 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 like pipes that you spin around, and it makes that like spaceship noise. You can also play it like that.
Amazing.
Hunter.
For RP.
Yeah, there we
Holy
go.
shit.
God, he's crying
It's
even
not-
harder now.
It's not so much tune, because this is the first time that Hunter's ever played this instrument.
Check my
However-
character sheet. Sorry, I am proficient in flute playing.
A whistle stick isn't quite a flute. Which is what I was
Oh,
going to say.
Tribal flute.
It's not. It's not so much like a melody because you're not quite sure where all the notes land straight off the bat. However, the technique pretty much there. It's the same as Ribbit, so it passed for a performance.
Rebip is seething. Ultimately restrained under the rod for movability, so kind of stuck.
Okay, that I did not know as well.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that happened.
On there for when Hold Person falls out.
Okay. So guys, because I probably missed something. What are you guys doing? What are you guys wanting to do?
Should we go to a plane of fire? Just do it.
I still think it might be better to split because there's a couple of things going on at the same time, and we might not want to miss stuff.
First, plane of fire doesn't happen for a week or so. But yeah, we can split.
Okay. If you want to split groups, what groups are being formed and where are they going?
Lavender's definitely going to follow the last known direction / location of whatever Linvala was looking for, which I believe are the 2 circles on
the Shadowfell.
The Shadowfell.
Yeah.
That she would kind of know of the Shadowfell as well, I would imagine, having dealings with what she's had, so she's on familiar ground there as well. I would suggest, although she's not here, that we maybe take the tracker as well with Eve. But obviously
Eve might want to go back and check on Silvery Moon.
Yeah.
Meridia is in the Shadowfell group as well, for reasons that I keep harping on about.
Well,
Okay.
you would know as well, or at least be familiar with what they might do as a squadron.
Yeah.
So I think that makes sense.
Like I'd have that knowledge, like to go. Like it makes sense.
Whether he
Will
gets
say,
his point.
from a meta standpoint, from the purposes of the rest of this session, is there anything you'd like to do before this split, or do you just like to split mid-session?
I don't think there's anything else we have to do here.
Split.
I mean, me and Ribbit, I'm sure I can speak for Ribbit on behalf of him. We wouldn't mind jumping through these portals to the nice place.
I mean, I'm definitely at least willing to stick my head through.
Yeah, we can both do that.
Without a way down, I'm a bit hesitant to go all the way through, but...
Feather falling, innit?
Yeah.
Gee.
Yeah, I'll stick my head through with you.
Any excuse?
Yep.
He'll do it if you do it.
You're just sticking your heads through, just to have a peek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, both of you give me Constitution saving throws then.
Come on, fail.
Just bring Discord up.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
It's not great.
Okay, let me just remind myself what the DC is for this. Da-da-da-da. Here it is. Okay. Hunter succeeds. Pivot you
Aw.
failed. Can you give me a
Dang.
D1, please?
Ooh.
Can I choose to fail?
No.
Okay.
71.
Okay.
Figured that one out, 'cause I'm too late.
Rivip, you feel the energy of this rift enter your physical being as you stick your head through, and it feels very familiar. So familiar, in fact, that nothing at all changes.
Did I get the same one?
You did.
Fuck's sake. Fuming. Absolutely fuming. Oh well.
Do we
It
say
is what
anything?
Is it not so exciting?
You see exactly what I've described to you. Apart from, you can see that you are a good 300, 400 feet off the ground in the westernmost one. And for the one with like the ruined castle, you're like 100, 150 feet off the ground.
Imagine if you'd have just jumped.
Can I still see the floor that we're stood on at the same time as keeping my like? If I turn my head while still in the portal, can I?
Like an owl.
So can I cast Arcane Gate
Oh
down
my
onto
god.
the floor of the rift and also on the floor of what we're stood on?
Okay, to do that, because it's like pointing is required basically with your somatic components in it.
Mhm.
So you would have to lean part of your upper body through as well.
Get your arm in.
Sure, why not?
Okay, can I have just a general dex check, please?
Oh dear.
I'm
Do I have an
hanging.
inspiration die?
Yeah, you declared it before you know the result, yeah?
Yes, please. What is it? What is it? A D4?
No, you roll another d20. It gives you advantage.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Wait, did you get that last session?
I thought you got one. I thought we got one for making ideas up.
I didn't check whether everybody had. I think everybody did, though. Sure, you'll have it. Go for it.
Yay! This works.
Okay. You feel yourself almost go, and then you stabilize yourself. You do feel like something is different from your top half to your lower half. You feel like your top half is being pulled towards the ground. Like you feel your upper torso is a lot heavier than it normally is. But you can cast Arcane Gate.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Anyone fancy a trip?
I
Are
mean,
you
always
confident
down.
we can get back? Shall we have a meeting date and time so that we know you're safe?
Good plan.
Yeah, sure. I've got Galder's speedy courier, so I can always drop you a note no matter where you are, sort of thing.
If, of course, you are alive.
Yeah. Could I have a piece of hair, please?
Absolutely.
She'll take off her hat and pluck a lavender piece from her right side and pass you it.
I shall put it in my vial. Awesome.
Okay. Are you just stepping through?
Everyone else. Oh shit. Everyone else can do what they want to do because if we go through, it's basically splitting in it. So unless you just want to wait while we walk around, but it's a bit boring, isn't it?
Well, shall we say no matter where our travels lead us, we should try and get back within 3 days and meet here?
Sure.
If, for whatever reason, our groups are separated or need help, we can then come and find you.
Awesome.
How many people can go through Arcane Gate?
Infinite.
Oh, it's just a
Only
door.
lasts
Oh,
10
it's Dimension
minutes,
Door that I'm thinking of.
Also, can I have another D100 and your wild magic roll, please?
I've done my
Ooh.
wild magic roll. I'm just getting the wild magic table up now. And D100. Maybe Strange Dude might come back. You never know. That's fun. Da-da-da.
Well, this was a switch up.
Yeah.
Didn't see this one coming.
I'm not gonna lie. When we had that massive list of things you could do, I wasn't expecting a none of the above.
Always expect none of the above.
Yeah.
In fairness, we also expected an explosion rather than a little cute gem creature, so
I
that
expected
threw us for a loop.
Right. What's your wild magic, Hunter?
Rolling, it is a 24, which is your skin turns a vibrant shade of blue. A remove curse spell can end this effect. Oh, okay, cool.
Hunter, you look fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
We set on this match.
Might start a band.
Oh my god, you look like your profile picture.
You could be the blue. We could all be the Blue Man Group. Yes. Yes.
That's our group name.
If some of you are exploring this world, you're more than welcome to take the skyship if you're exploring this plane, to get there quicker. If people wanted to go to Silver Moon or somewhere else.
You shall look after me, sir ship.
Or you could take the boat if you don't want to take the ship.
We do have a boat.
Just to clarify, that is referring to the gunboat. It's not like a rowing boat.
Another flying boat.
Oh yeah, it's another flying boat, obviously. Yeah, we don't do normal boats. Flying boats also work in the water, so.
Okay, you guys jumping down?
Sure.
Yeah, I guess so. Bye bye. Can we have flute? Wait, Hunter has the flute, right?
Hold on, let me remove the fucking rod of removability from you.
Well, I assume that's already happened because I stuck my head through a portal. I also assumed you were carrying me the whole time because I think these are probably more than 3 feet in the air.
Fairs. But yeah, you can have your flute back. But what he doesn't know is I've shoved some cork in it or something from my pocket, so it doesn't actually make any noise anymore.
He's just happy pretending. It's fine for him. That's enough.
As Hunter and Ribbit step through the portal and through their arcane gate, your bodies feel quite shaken from the amount of portals you've gone through in a very small space of time. But you find yourselves on the ground. A very dark green grassy hill is what you're stood upon. Rocky outcrops everywhere and temperate forests all around. You see the ruins in the distance. It's reasonably cold here. It's very overcast, quite grey tinge to the world. The breeze is gentle and rolling past you, but it is deadly silent. As you spin around, you look in all directions, and besides the ruined hilltop, you see a few more stretches of forest, mountainous regions. But all around, in terms of civilization, you just see wilderness.
After taking in the scenery, Ribbit turns to Hunter and said, "Why did we succumb to this one? The other one looked so much nicer."
Is this not the nice one?
Thought you said you were going to the one with the ruin.
You can do, don't it now? Yeah, it's fine.
No, it's fine. You can go back to the other one if you want.
Oh, please, yeah.
Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. Oh, Misa glad Misa came to this one.
The nice
In
one.
that case, can your arcane gate stretch that far? Yeah.
It's got a range of
500
feet.
That can stretch.
Phew.
In that case, instead, you find yourself in the middle of a city street, reasonably busy. You have a few people glancing at you as you step through the portal, but nowhere near as many as you would expect. Everyone seems to be going about their daily lives. The one thing you do notice is looking down the high street, some of the shop signs seem to be lit up and sparkling. Some of the other ones have a neon glow to them. There's clearly magic imbued in a lot of this society, wherever it is you are. And as you see up above a flying ship, completely different design to the one you've got, but an identifiable flying ship nonetheless. You see written on the side of it in clearly company logo styling. You see written the Eberron Express.
I grab Hunter and say, "We're not living without one of these ships. Misa want that one."
I just nod in agreement.
I will murder you both.
Next time on.
Everybody else, what are you doing after Ribbit disappear?
Sloggy is waiting to see where this ephemeral voice finds the murder on the Eberron Express.
Where what, sorry?
Sloggy is waiting for the murder on the Eberron Express.
Oh my god, if we don't meet Poirot, I will cry.
Sorry, could I take Chewie with me?
Oh.
And then there will be a new case for Lavender to find.
I'm not
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie. Chewie probably can't fit through the rift. It's 10 feet wide at the minute, but there's not a 10-foot gap in it. And B, you currently still have champion in your necklace.
I know this. But the pole's 10 foot in diameter. Is that not big enough?
The rift is 10 foot in diameter, but the bit you can actually get through is not. It's just about big enough to fit a person at the minute.
Ah.
Are we not going through the arcane gate though, or is that
Yeah,
still
it doesn't
limited
say
by
that
the
in the
rift
spell.
size?
Yeah. Oh, I see.
No, I'm talking
I
about.
guess we're going through
on
the
arcane
rift.
gate.
Yeah, I guess we're going through the arcane gate through the rift. So
Yeah.
also maybe you should even just leave the
Oh,
dinosaur.
also, sorry, just to clarify then, I assumed you were putting the arcane gate on the other side of the rift and like falling through one and through the other.
Mhm.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, Chewie would have to get through the rift first before the arcane gate. So the
Oh,
arcane
I
gate's not the
see.
problem. The rift is the problem.
I see. So it's
That's
not in
not
our
why-
reality. It's on the other side of the gate, just right where the rift is.
Yes.
I got you. Actually, I
Oh,
understand.
I see.
Because
So
if
it's
you
like
try
a
to cast one side of the arcane gate on this side and the other on the other side of the rift, I'm telling you now, it wouldn't have worked. So you would have had to just recast it.
yeah. So it's basically just a lift. Yeah, fair. Do you want to leave the dinosaur?
Do you want the dinosaur back?
It's Eve's, isn't it?
It is it, yeah.
I just think they might want at least the option.
Yeah,
He would
I'll
definitely
yeah,
want Hunter back.
yeah, I'll leave it with Vigil.
Okay. All right, as in the raptor or the necklace?
The raptor.
Okay. Champion has
Yes.
rejoined the group.
Let's be honest, he did not go without champion.
Yeah.
And then are you taking Chewie in the Pokeball then?
No, because that takes ages to attune, and it'll only
Yeah,
got 10
it's all
minutes on
happened
Arcane.
in this space.
Cool.
We could chuck the dinosaur out, but not get Chewie back in.
You just like fucked off without even saying bye to Chewie.
Essentially, but he knows what he's doing. He'll just chill with his champ for a bit.
We thought he was just going to come with us, but his head's just like stuck in the gate. Like can't go all the way through.
It's
You're like
crying.
falling back, it's like Chewie, no!
It's raining, but it's just Chewie's tears.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Lavender will go over to Chewie and be like,
It's okay, boy. I'll look after you. Don't worry. They're gonna come back.
I'm sure Eve will join you on that.
yeah.
Well,
So-
off to explore a new magical world. Bye.
Remember to feed him twice a day.
Remember
Twice a
3
day,
days.
That's the most food he will have ever had.
Hey, he's a very self-sufficient wolf. Okay.
He's going to come back as Chonky, not Chewie.
What's the date now, Matt?
Let me pull my time up. It is currently around 9. Oh, I said it was a sunny day before. It's around 9 p.m. on the 28th of Marpanoth.
28th. Okay, cool. So whatever 3 days is from that, we will agree to be back by.
Cool. So the rest of you, what's the plan?
If we go anywhere, Meridia and Lavender have said that they want to chase the shadow folk.
Okay. So in that case, Jack, you are now Dayak. We'll give you access to his character sheet. Josh, you are now Eve.
Oh, that's so much responsibility. Oh god. I'm gonna be sick.
2 minutes of roleplay later. How are they the only ones dead?
Okay, so
The way.
returning to the basement, I'm guessing.
You tell us, Matt, where the leather is.
Whoever who is Leather.
Yeah, he's at the basement.
It's not.
We don't have Hunter. We don't have Ribbit. And this
We've
needs
got to go
push.
through it.
Ha 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 ha.
Stick book that.
So is. Imagine that's the key to breaking these portals.
My God.
Cool. So,
If we cast enough magic, but there's only portals, therefore, it is the new reality. It's not an issue anymore.
Then there are no more portals.
If everything's
Exactly.
broken, what is fixed?
See, this is why philosophy is not allowed a place in Dungeons and Dragons.
It's the mystery.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'm here all day. Thank you.
Even I don't like that one. Jesus, that's saying something.
Well, look, if the ancient wisdom of all space and time works, it will work now. All we need to do is close all the portals and open them again. But fix it.
I'm going to
Bess?
ask Illustrio if she's heard of any mutterings or rumors or whispers that Mistra is somehow weakening or losing her grasp on things. Is that why the weave is being affected? Are we coming into another spell plague?
She's gonna look confused and say, I do not believe so. Magic itself does not seem weakened. It's simply more chaotic. I feel like it is a knock-on effect of other factors. These rifts, for example, she gestures to the one that's still in the basement here. From the magical signature they have, while they do appear to be interacting with the weave, I do not believe they are originating from it. It's like the world itself has a hole in it, and the weave is simply pouring through the gap. I do not believe this is something to do with Mistra or magic itself, just the world. Is everybody dead?
No, I'm just thinking. Right then, gang. What's everybody's thoughts of where we want to follow up?
I mean, Thor said that split because the prime material is so much easier to travel. Splitting up to two places in the prime material was an option, but yeah, that temporary sky into the shadows. What do you think, Tia?
About the question or our proposition or our mission stage?
Yes, both.
I think we should do preparation a little bit and then we might be able to go wherever we need to go. I don't know about the shadow place, but it doesn't sound nice.
Can confirm it's not nice. I've been there before.
We don't
Oh.
necessarily need a large group of us. It can be something of a recon mission in the Shadowfell. We can, try and find this group. If other people would like to investigate Silvery Moon or perhaps even get a hard head start on the fire plane. We can still meet back in 3 days and then we still have time before the attack to decide what to do based on the information we find.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Oh, also, here's something for you, Sean. Thea hands you a bottle of sunscreen.
Oh, thank you very much.
You know, being that close to Sunblade and all.
No, I really appreciate it. Thank you, Tim. Love it.
Does Vigil have the ability to plane shift, Matt?
Vigil does not.
Is it Malcor? Did Mordenkainen say that he knew how to do it?
I don't recall. Either way, he's not here.
The only thing is that to get to the Shadowfell and to get back within 3 days, I don't have any transportation abilities.
But we have access to using the portals in the Alchemist study.
Yeah.
Yeah, both
With-
Tia and Vigil can use those.
So we can create a portal and back, I
Okay.
think.
Okay, cool.
I can't create the portal back, but I can operate the portal.
And I think, well, I can roll for it, but again, with Lavender's background, how well would she know the Shadowfell in order to pinpoint a... We've got the map as well, so we can use that to maybe get as close as possible.
Yeah.
And somewhere where we might have some form of cover or a base within the Shadowfell.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd. You wouldn't know the area directly, like the actual landmass, the continent, whatever. But you know, the Shadowfell works the same as the other planes in the sense that if you're trying to open a portal there or plane shift there, so long as you know the location, then that's where you'll be aiming for with the spell.
Okay, cool. Then I will explain to Vigil and Ortia the name of the place from the lady from Linval's letter.
No, I think that was the fire plane.
No. Linvala's unsent letter. Near Incanter's Rest in Blightshore Bay. And I'll point to that one on the map, Matt.
Okay. You want Vigil to try and open one there?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's where.
He will step up to the portal that led to Barovia, as it's going to be the easiest one to move. Hold out his hands and cast a spell. As the portal opens, sparks to life in blue flame, just as you've seen before. Luckily, this time, no mist emerges from the portal, so it's clear the other end has moved. Vigil will turn to you all and say, "That's as close as I could get you. It might not be 100% accurate, but I think I did a pretty good job. I'm getting better." And he gestures over to the red rift and says, "See, didn't make another one. I'm getting better."
I clap him on the shoulder and I'm like, "Great job. Fantastic work."
Thank you, Vigil. Well, I see no time to waste. If anybody would like to come with us, you're more than welcome.
Step me up to there.
I
That's
can't.
me again.
I can't move Lavender again, Matt.
It's because I'm copy and pasting my things you don't have access to.
What was Dayak wanting to do? Just out of curiosity.
I think Dayak wanted to go back to Silvery Moon, he said, right?
Let's double check.
Oh no, Dayak would agree with Meridia. So yeah, so he's coming to the Shadowfell.
Yeah, so is this everybody present wants to go to Shadowfell, or are we having another group split here?
Oh,
I was
guys,
thinking now Dave would want to go, but if he doesn't, like, if he wants to do something else, then you can retcon that, can't you?
No, Derek said in the chat that he wants to. He's agreeing with Meridia.
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll do that then.
If we're all gonna go, we're all gonna go because having a third split, we're not gonna lack the manpower.
Not got enough time in the week.
Well, I was thinking, luckily, if it's just you and Jack, it doesn't have to be on a Thursday when we do that. We can just do that whenever.
Right, come on, guys. Eight-way split. Let's go.
Private sessions
do-
for everyone.
We can do like what's the word? Men in Black is like 32 hours in the day. Let's go. But yeah, no, it's yeah, thugs down for that. Everyone else go. She's not going to create another split. It's just not safe.
Okay. Cool. Are you guys stepping through?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Last question. Is Champion and Chewy coming?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Noisy pigeons or no?
I
Eve
don't
would
think
want-
we want Champion going because
Eve wouldn't want to leave Champion behind. I don't think.
No, she wouldn't.
sure.
The reason
Yeah,
Jack's
it's-
saying that is if Champion gets knocked out or killed, it's not going back to the pendant anymore.
That's true.
Let's leave Champion here.
Didn't Eve also leave Champion here originally? Like, isn't this where we
Yeah.
found them
Yeah.
again?
Yeah, true.
At least he's safe here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want Chewy, you can take Chewy.
No, it's fine. We don't want Chewie to die.
He doesn't die. He just barely lives.
There you go. You can come with us.
It's up to you guys. If you want to take him, you can do. It's absolutely
Yeah.
fine.
Let's
The
take
only dog with
him.
9
Let's take him
lives.
Scary. He'll be useful in the Shadowfell.
You can also be a mount for Tia.
It's very true. Very
Ride
true.
him into battle.
In hell, Chewy and Thog charging into battle with Tia just bouncing between the two of them.
Yeah.
Especially if we, if we tie a rope with Tyr in the middle, so there's a rope going from Chewie to Thog. We could clothesline top of the wide and wreck people.
Now that's what I call pod racing.
Oh yeah.
We're meant to be the Void Boys, not you.
It's
Well, I'll
infecting
race. It doesn't matter if it's family. We're racing boys. Let's
Family.
go.
Family. Family.
If family's good enough for Batman, it's good enough for you. Get back at the dinner table. We're not finished.
Is
Okay.
Miss Silverhand coming with us?
She is not. She has things to do.
Does she though?
As you are approaching the portal, she does seem to pause, like she's listening to something, and then just says, "Okay, I'll see what I can do. Thank you." And then she turns to the rest of you and goes, "I have places to be and people to help, so good luck. Get in contact if you can once you're back." And then she nods and she starts making her way out the room. And you all step through this portal.
Yeah.
One by one, you feel yourselves pulled and dropped. You find your feet hitting a very gravelly, rocky surface. Kind of like a shoreline, only it's grey material. You look around and you find yourselves at the base of a very large mountain range. Looking round, it appears that the terrain here goes from beachy to rocky wasteland to incredibly steep and tall mountains very, very quickly. But looking around, can I have perception checks from everybody?
6.
17 for Meridia.
Okay.
That's the lowest perception my account has ever rolled.
I mean, you tell me. I rolled a 2.
Soft 20.
Okay. Meridia and Thog.
Uh,
As you look around at this grey wasteland, overcast skies, you do see between two of these enormous peaks, there is a path that winds up and disappears between the two. You can see between these two peaks as well that while the mountain range continues beyond, there's a notable lack of a mountain just on the other side of them. The terrain clearly flattens or dips down, or at least stays at the same level you see the path disappearing or at just beyond. Around you, everywhere else, there is no sign of any towns, villages, any kind of structures. So, if this truly is a reflection of the material plane, you've not arrived at the actual destination of Encanter's Rest.
Uh-huh.
But this does seem like the mountain range that you have on your map.
Onwards and upwards, then, I guess, folks. And
Okay.
Meridia will take lead and start up the pathway.
Can I have just a general marching order, please?
Tier, I assume, is going to be a thumbs up pack.
After the last instance, yes.
I love
Dayek
how you
is
say that
cowering.
minutes after. Yeah, go on, sorry.
Dayek's cowering in fear at the back.
Yeah.
Meridia's a meat shield. She'll head up front with Huck.
Yeah, Thug will get last.
You're going
Okay.
last. Cool.
Yeah.
I'll go somewhere in the middle.
You want to be like here?
Yeah. Oh yeah, is that
Yeah.
much order?
Well,
Yeah, sorry.
that's me up there at the top.
Yeah.
And then right.
Cool. Good to know. As you make your way up the side of this mountain,
Can I request that Eve, that's the tracker, be up front with me, because I'm good at like taking hits, but like looking at shit, I'm not. It's not really my bag.
okay. Cool.
I'll
In that
assist
case,
her with any tracking checks or anything she needs
Yeah,
to do.
can Eve
Yeah.
see any evidence as we've landed or going along of this other squadron or any tracks that indicate a
They
direction?
look like a large group of people.
as you are making your way up this path, can I have either a survival or perception check from Eve at advantage? No pressure, Josh.
Sorry, what check was that?
Survival or
perception.
perception
Ooh.
at advantage.
Well, I don't like perception. I don't like survival either. So one of them and two of them.
I think it's not bad.
That is Dayek's character sheet you were looking at. I thought you were Eve.
No, I'm not. I was confused.
You do
I'm
have access
Dayek.
to both.
Aha. I am now Eve. Hello. Oh my god. Spellcasters. Survival or hey, perception. Hell yeah. Oh, that was advantage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Making your way up this path, you can tell there's no disturbance in the gravelly, rocky soil and whatever this substrate is beneath you. It's completely deserted. There's no signs of life, no signs of disturbance, definitely no signs of any sentient activity. It takes you a couple of hours to make your way up the side of one of these mountains and into the valley between the two. It's very jaggedy terrain. Your line of sight is kind of broken up as this path weaves around, following paths of least resistance until you turn one corner and you find yourself looking at a hole. It's clear in front of you. The terrain has been warped, moved, shifted in some way. As when you look at it, it's almost like peaks and unnatural mountain ranges are cupped in a kind of bowl shape. All seem jagged and broken. As you look at this site, you peer down into the center of it, and you can see passageways that lead to some kind of domed structure. Almost looks like a rocky aircraft hangar sticking out of the side of this bowl structure. And most notably, as you're looking at these passageways between like jaggedy rocks, it almost looks as if you're looking top down from on some tunnels that have just had the roof lifted off.
What?
Nice.
Fascinating.
Does it
Definitely
look like-
fascinating.
Does it look like an impact? Like something's exploded?
You look around, there's no debris that would suggest it. It's definitely not like a crater, because some of these jaggedy peaks, like around this bowl structure, curve inwards, which you definitely wouldn't get from any kind of like forceful impact. It's like there was more to this, and it's just been plucked up and gone. There is no debris in like the tunnel structures you see either that you can tell. It is just like something was on top of it, and that and the roof of these tunnels have just gone.
Like it was like teleported away,
Yeah.
lifted
Yeah.
into space.
Do the tunnels look significant in any way? Like looking down on them, do they make a pattern or anything?
Not a pattern, but you can tell they all crisscross and hit dead ends on one side, and all merge and lead to the same open space, and then this rocky, clearly carved structure towards the east.
Maybe they found what they were looking for and it triggered something somehow? Like a failsafe? They've been transported somewhere?
This isn't the giant beast's mouth, is it?
Eve can give one look around and very confidently tell you that this is not a creature. This is definitely a geological structure.
Okay. Phew. I wish that the whole place was a mimic. I mean, what? If it's still like a structure of this size, do you think there's any remnants of magic left from here that
Maybe.
might have caused of
Can I
this?
detect magic?
We'll try, yeah, she'll throw it out.
Detect magic. There is nothing within range that spikes up as magical or significantly magical in any way besides what you already know your party has on you.
So does it look like they started off tunneling from outside the mountain?
There doesn't seem like there's any tunnels whatsoever. The tunnel-like structures I'm describing are in the dead center of this domed structure, and they don't start from the outside and go in. It's like they were already there when the top's gone. It's almost as if what a basement of a house would look like if the house was suddenly removed.
Yeah.
So they're underneath the missing bit. They're not like floating in the middle of the missing bit.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Is there a way down, Matt? Like, is there a pathway down?
There is no pathway down.
I can fly down now.
I can go ahead
Really
and see
steep
if
because this is such a wide and big area.
I can see if there's anything left behind down there.
If you're sure and if you think you'll be safe.
Oh, I mean, to be honest, I always wanted to do this.
She'll take the broom out of her back.
Okay.
Um,
I will
And she'll-
specify, sorry,
mm,
just to give you a better idea of scale.
mm.
This domed gap, it's at least a couple of miles across. And at least about 300 feet deep.
Well, I don't have a stat block for this, so I don't actually know how far I can go on it.
Oh no,
At the moment.
it's not. I'm not about that. I just mean like
No.
distance wise. If you're going alone, that's how far away you're going to be.
I mean, it is just for scouting sake.
Cool.
Yeah, if you think you're gonna be safe, go for it.
What's the color of the sky in the Shadowfell? Is it just greys
Just
and
grey and dark and black.
It's just cloudy,
Just for-
grey, and dark.
a bit of camouflage? Then I'll Lavender kind of pulls her hands over her face and down her body, and her clothes, her skin, every part of her turns a kind of monochrome of the Shadowfell as she disguises herself.
Okay. Good to know.
Before you do that, I am going to cast Protection from Evil and Good on you.
Okay. What's that do?
So you have protection against aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. So you can't. They have disadvantage on attack rolls against you, and you also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Okay. I'll also. I don't know if it's worth it.
That's concentration. I don't know what you just did, but it's probably
No, just disguise self.
maybe. I mean, it's a big old spell.
Yeah. Okay, I'll hold on to it for now. So staying. I'm not just gonna like fly out up 300 feet. I'm gonna kind of do a death drop and stay about 10 feet off of the side of the crater.
Okay.
And keeping an eye out for.
Are you proficient with this, by the way?
I don't have a stat book for it.
Have you ever ridden one before?
Nope. She's confident. She's not scared of death.
Yeah, cool. I'm with you.
So do you know what I mean? So like she's not gonna fly straight out, she's gonna kind of drop and she'll stay close to the surface but hovering. Keeping an eye out for any signs of life or anything moving, and if she does see anything, then she will stop and react.
Okay. Just give
But
me a
she's headed
perception check.
towards the tunnels.
Okay.
Perception.
Yeah.
Is that a crit?
That's a natural 20.
Yeah, that's a 22.
Okay. As you're flying down, you can see in amongst all of these tunnel structures, they're quite small compared to the size of this area in general. In amongst them, there are like natural rocky barriers that have clearly been cut away from to create these areas, but then there's also debris that seems to be like scattered around on top of it. Bits of bricks, little bits of building here and there. You see amongst the tunnels, seemingly unfazed for the most part by the debris around them. You see a few statues stood in place. All of them seem to be angelic in nature, but with a distorted and almost demonic or devilish face. You see scattered around the area are a lot of stone coffins, some lining some of the tunnels and some around in front of the entrance to this like arched structure you can see. And they all seem to match in appearance. And then you do also see some very decayed and very old wooden coffins that were clearly added at a later date than the stone, but they too seem quite old. You see in the front of the arch structure, that sticks out of like a rocky outcrop itself. That there is a door, and the door has a very poignant face on it, that of an old man with a beard, with a very stern look on it, but with its eyes closed. Other than that, you don't see any movement. You don't see any signs of life or any signs of danger.
Do I recognize the face at all?
You don't know. It's unclear whether it's meant to depict an actual person, but it looks like a stark contradiction of an angel's body and this very polar opposite of a face. Almost as if the face itself is there to mock the rest of the statue. It's clearly intended to be a walking contradiction, but the source of why is hard to tell, as there's no distinguishing features that point out who, if anyone, this is trying to depict.
Okay. She will fly all of the way back, the same way, keeping low to the ground. As she approaches, you'll hear kind of like a cackle that gets louder and louder as she kind of plops herself on the side of the crater and goes,
That was some flying. There's not a great deal down there, certainly. No signs of life, anyways. A couple of weird statues, kind of angelic looking. And then there's a door with like a face with an old man on it. There's a couple of bits of debris and things like that, like the building, like we think has just maybe been plucked up somehow. But if we want to go down and take a closer look, I didn't see anything down there that could be dangerous.
Fuck off! Sorry, guys.
Would they? Oh no, because they can't pass that information
No,
on, can they?
No, we don't even know what weeping angels are. We have no
Yeah.
idea. We don't even know that that's a thing. Who would even dream of putting those two words together?
Mhm.
Apart from a fucking psychopath, that's who.
I mean, to be fair, when they encountered them, their characters didn't know what they were either, but they sure as shit metagamed that encounter because they were shitting themselves.
It was nearly a TPK. Honestly, saved by some shenanigans.
Well, if you said there's a door down there and some weird statues and stuff and like debris, then maybe whatever is here was like we all think, just kind of taken away. Maybe if we make our way down there slowly and try and figure out what's going on with this door.
I mean, I can. I don't know. Not the question is, I don't know how heavy you guys are, but this thing holds up to
However much it holds, I don't know. Could it fit someone else on it?
I've
I can
sent
ferret
you
it
the
down.
actual thing
amazing.
on Facebook.
You know, if
Sorry.
we play
It
our
does-
cards right,
Sorry, go on, Bruce.
you know, if we play our cards right, we could adopt these angels as pets.
That can only go well.
Exactly.
I am going to put a very resolute no to all of that as a
I
player
think it's
and as a person.
Just think of how many problems it will solve for us.
Think about
Matt
how quickly we'll die.
Wait. I can actually
What do you
ferry
mean?
people
I'm
down.
sure Matt won't mind running 300 Weeping Angel statues separately in initiative.
Oh, no.
Fine.
I can hold up to 200 pounds, so I can fit another small person on with me, or we can meet at the bottom. I don't mind. We can all go together if you prefer.
I'd rather not have you just off on your own and on the ground by yourself. That seems like a foolish thing in a land that we're not quite aware of.
Does anybody have Featherfall?
I mean, stay on your broom, but which is fantastic, by the way. That's an incredible thing.
Right, I picked it up at the market. Bargain.
By all means, stay on it, but I'd rather us move as a group if
Sure,
we could.
it makes sense.
So does anybody have Featherfall? I'm assuming not.
Not me.
Beautiful. I only have heavy fall.
Yeah.
Let me have a look.
Damn. This is the day Thog forgot our parachute pants.
So what are you guys doing?
Teffel can fly and carry someone. You might have to make a couple. You might have to make a couple of trips, Teffel.
I mean, going down is not hard. It's a problem of coming back up.
I mean, I will say it is easy to. It will be relatively easy to traverse your way down there. It's not that steep.
Okay, let's just
fucking-
walk.
Let's fucking go then.
Okay. You guys make your way down the sides of this like upside down dome. It's like giant sink of rock. Takes you about 30 minutes to get to the bottom. Clearly not wanting to go too fast, as you might hurt yourself if you do. Before you find yourself walking along the more relatively flat area that slowly sinks down into one of the tunnels. The closest one to you to enter this tunnel-like system, and the only one that seems to have like a slope to it instead of you having to traverse down, like abseiling. And I'll put you on the map. I've already exposed most of this to Lavender in terms of like structure, as you will have seen it on your scouting. So you can see like the path ahead more than others, hopefully.
Okay. Well, I'd ask for Lavender to be up the front with
Yeah, go for it.
us, so you can point.
I'm actually
when
going to
we're supposed to go.
stay camouflaged as well. Obviously, it
I
will
mean, if
be
you're
obvious.
invisible, that's great. I just need you to.
I'm not invisible, but I
Alright.
just mean the general grey of the Shadowfell.
Yeah.
Just so she's a bit more
Cool.
obscured.
I will quite happily be in front of you, though.
Let's proceed with caution. Although I didn't see anything down here, we don't know what these things are.
Creep forward.
Yeah.
Yep, keep going.
I will keep looking up just in case.
Where did you say the door was? South.
Yeah. Should know.
All of you have access to Chewy as well.
Hmm.
Cool.
Any inscriptions or anything on the statues?
Yeah.
or
Anything as we
others?
go past this one, Matt? Anything interesting about this one?
There is not, other than what I've already described.
Have a little looky look, because Meridia's actually genuinely interested.
Yeah, give me a. Now you're up closer. You can give me a religion or an arcana check.
I will go with religion.
There's something on the wall.
That is a soft 20, Matt.
Okay. You can clearly tell that this is the body of some kind of like generic celestial being, nice angel wings coming out the back. The face is that of a devil screaming.
Anything unique or noticeable about the devil screaming, or is it just generic devil screaming face B?
It's just generic devil screaming face B.
Okay. Do you sense anything if you pop detect magic?
Yeah, I'll keep it up.
That's what she said.
Yep.
The statue
Yeah,
is
would-
not magical.
Yeah, I would love to make some illustrations of these statues for artistic decoration and design.
Okay, easily done.
I'm just going to poke my face around here a minute. Oh, fuck me, it goes everywhere around. What way did you go for the door? Did you go this way?
By the yeah, past the sarcophagus, past these.
You went south, yeah? Did you go north at all?
I've gone over all of this.
Oh, you've gone all
Yeah.
over it. What was round here? Nothing of interest.
It was more coffins.
All right, okay.
That's the way she knows because she's gone
Okay,
past the stone
okay.
coffins, so then there should be wooden ones.
Can I drop a divine sense map?
Sure.
60 feet of me, celestial fiend or undead.
Okay. Does it tell you number or direction?
It tells me like a radar. It tells me numbers. I know the type of any being whose presence I sense, but not its identity. With the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hallow spell, within 60 feet of me. So numbers, numbers, and kind of like, you know, bip, bip. There's one here. There's like one over here. There's one over here. It would be like that. I know their location, but not their location, but not their identity.
You know the location of any 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just double check.
Eve might also use primeval awareness, which is similar.
What does that sense for?
Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead within a mile. It doesn't tell me where they are, just if they're present.
Okay. And that has no cover restrictions or anything.
It just says expend religious spell slot, awareness of the region around you for 1 minute. You can sense whether the following creatures are present within.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Meridia, you sense
Yeah.
nothing on your divine sense.
Well, no, I sense Tefel, right?
Besides Tefel.
Yeah.
Eve.
One thing I will say, it doesn't tell me the number.
I know.
Just checking.
You sense. Give me the list again.
Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiend, and undead.
You sense undead. And you sense dragon.
Fuck off.
In the same person?
Doesn't tell you.
Oh no!
Not again.
This is a Draco Lich.
I feel like I'm being ignored right here.
Wait a moment.
Can I stand here? I will pull out the what's it called? Wand of Secrets?
Yeah.
Wand of Secrets, and I just want to use a charge to see if any of these coffins are trapped.
Is that what the Wand of Secrets? I thought the Wand of Secrets just tells you secret routes.
And traps.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, I muted myself. You use your wand, and the aura it gives you. Nothing. They are not trapped.
Okay.
Can I read some inscriptions then? If there are any.
Weirdly, there are none.
Right, okay.
These are just plain stone coffins. No detailing, no carvings, no inscriptions.
And I'm going to draw my sword at this point because I'm getting sus vibes from this.
Okay.
So my weapon is out, and I'll keep you against the.
Yeah, I think I'll drop my true seeing at this point as well.
Okay. Remind me what that does again.
True sight up to 120 feet plus doors. 1 second. Where is it? Let's see it. No, it is. It has true sight, notices secret doors hidden by magic, and can see into the ethereal plane all out to a range of 120 feet.
Okay, cool.
See anything funky?
You do not. If you
No
do see anything
thanks.
different than everybody else's eyes would see, I will let you know.
Nothing's coming up. No secret magic, or it's desolate.
Where did you say the door was?
Through this way, I
Up,
assume.
up there, is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
I haven't
Is
seen
it?
this
Is
map.
it through this middle bit here, Matt? The door.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's to the northeast.
Okay, cool. Then off the northeast. No deal.
Just poking ahead into the coffins as we pass.
You're going to
Are
poke
they-
your head into the coffin.
No, just these wooden ones, these newer ones that are open. I'm not going to touch anything, just the
Okay.
open ones so far. Is there any remains or anything of interest inside?
A few of them are empty. A few of
Mhm.
them have their lids ajar, and there's clearly decayed corpses inside. Doesn't seem to be anything of note about them. However, one of them you do see that still has a few like rags of clothing
Yeah.
attached. It's very obvious that they're wearing some kind of construction or mining gear.
And these were the okay.
So these ones here look newer, but still old. They seem to be some people who are perhaps excavating this place. I think these tunnels.
I guess I could confirm this with an investigation. Do they look like they've been carved by hand or like by tools?
Yeah, give me a history check.
Mm-hmm. Where's Sophia's stonework when you need it?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's +6 though.
Could I give you an advantage? Could I give her help on that one, Matt?
Sure.
It's not.
Cool.
Okay.
Wait, did you already roll it?
No.
Okay.
No, sorry. Yeah, okay. 16.
Cool. It's very hard to say. You would assume yes, but given the age of the rock, it is difficult to say. There are some parts of it that make you feel like yes. There's some that look a bit more natural. But given the surroundings you're in, probably. But
Okay.
no time recently, if so.
It looks like these were miners' bodies or something like that.
And what about? I will go back to the stone ones actually. Then, if there's nothing in them, well, magically anyway. Any of those open with any remains inside?
None of those are open.
Hmm.
Anybody want to help me shift one of these?
I'm sure Thog will help. I am not the strongest of.
Teffel?
I'm
Thog?
sure Teffel or Thog will give you a hand.
Oh yeah, you can, Teffel.
Sure.
What ability do you have?
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe Tef will do that before we move.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay. Go on, Teffel. Give me a roll. Give me a history check.
Hey!
Okay. Teffel, you can add to what Lavender's discovering here. The more you look at it, the more you interact with these stones, these walls around you. It's clear that as they are now open to the sky is not quite right. They clearly weren't designed to be in the position they're in. From previous experience, they give you vibes of dungeon walls, almost like prison walls, basement walls, some like an area that never saw the light of day. And also, given the architecture, given the damage to some parts of this that was clearly present whenever the roof of this place left, you can tell that it was neglected even before that occurrence. It's clear that this was designed and made as a place that few people would ever go, as a place to throw people to forget about them, or as a place not designed for people to go in the first place. It's unclear. But this was clearly made as a forgotten or hidden area. Not a lot of care put into design and more care put into functionality. And as a result, it seems to have been not constructed or treated with great respect, even when used during whenever that time that was.
Sick.
What are you guys doing?
Lost my own phone, sorry.
Meridia is just going to take another couple of steps forward to just try and peek out the area ahead. Does it look like there's been much movement here, Matt, lately? Like, apart from us, if I look at the ground.
Just like before, it seems undisturbed.
We'll- Do you want to come with?
Sorry, I can hear now.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah,
Do you want to come with?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll follow.
Well,
As you step
After
into
dark.
this area, you can see more coffins and another one of these angelic / devil-faced statues. Beyond, you see the door. I'll just put a quick picture in the group chat of what it looks like, as I've accidentally not made an actual handout for this one. But this is the kind of face it has on the door. Very stoic, almost like wise old man face, but with its eyes closed. Perfectly and beautifully carved out of stone. Seemingly a bit more effort's been put into that door than the surroundings. And that sits at the center of this archway here that leads into rock behind.
And then this looks like. Can you just ping here? Does this look like a fallen statue?
No, that is just more
Debris.
rubble. Yeah.
Okay. Kind of looked like it had legs and arms.
It kind of does, but it is
Yeah,
not.
that's fine. And then what did you say about? Sorry, Matt. Remind me about. There was something that looked as though it was mocking something.
Just the statue itself, with like the
Right.
contradiction between the body and the face. It's almost like mocking the celestial nature of the statue below it.
Okay. Okay, I got it because it's a demon face, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Is there anything written on this one, Matt? If I come over and read on this, is there any plaque or anything, or engraving or anything?
There is not. Everything you've
And
seen thus far seems rather featureless of details.
Nothing pinging up on detect magic
There is not.
as I walk around. Door.
Further?
As you get to there,
Uh-oh.
you do detect transmutation magic on the door.
Okay.
Oh, well, the first bit of magic I've picked up here is transmutation on this door.
As
So-
you say that, the eyes on the door open.
No.
Whoa, hello.
Its rocky face animating and glaring at you. And as it glares with intent, its mouth begins to open. And you hear booming out across this small valley space. Oh, hello there! Oh, it's been so long! Oh, Nice to meet you. How are you? How's your day being? Oh, tell me everything. I'm so excited. I've not spoken to someone in so long.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't expect you to be friendly. Well, who are you? Before I give my name.
Oh, my name is Dor. What's your name?
I am Lavender. This is the rest of my party right here, and guys, come through here.
Oh, hello, Lavender. It's nice to meet you. Hello, Maria. Hello, very big dog.
What, if you don't mind me asking, we kind of stumbled across this by accident. What was this place?
Oh, this was my master's private area. I'd like to say it's his study area, but he did very little studying, to be honest. It's more like a vault. Yeah, doesn't have a roof anymore though. It's quite nice seeing the sky. It's a bit boring, but that's it's nice.
And, who is your master? What was here before? The roof went away.
Oh, Vecna, obviously.
Obviously.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, he's really famous, isn't he?
Your
You got a
master,
point there.
your master was Vecna.
It still is. Thank you very much. I mean, I've not seen him in quite a while, but good pals.
Was
It's been quite a while.
Oh, it's been. I'm not gonna lie. It's quite hard to tell the time here, and I am a door, so I don't know, but quite a while. Feels like a while. Yeah, it's been a while.
Have you had others come by here that look anything like I'm dressed up as?
Oh no, not like you're dressed. You look like one of those adventurers. Yeah, my master says that he hates you a lot, but yeah, always seems to be around him. Love-hate relationship, I'd say. But no, not like you. Um, had some scruffy-looking fellas a while back here. They were a bit boring though. I'm not gonna lie. They didn't like to talk to me that much, and a lot of them died. So, but
What did they die of?
oh, a few of them died out here to the shadows, and a few of them died inside. To I don't know what, but I heard some screaming. So and they didn't come back out. So I'm assuming they died too. It's a shame. It
To
wasn't
what
a shame.
shadows? What shadows are you talking about?
Oh, domestic shadows.
The what shadow?
The
your
master's
mas- your-
shadows. Yes,
Oh, the master shadows.
he put some shadows down here because don't want people snooping around and all that. So that's why I'm here too. To be honest, stop your snooping around. Not gonna lie, I shouldn't be talking to you, but I'm quite lonely. So
What?
he's not around. It's not gonna hurt, is it? Can't kill me.
No,
I'm a
no,
door.
No,
of course not.
exactly.
We're not going to tell
Oh,
anyone. I
no,
mean,
shh.
I think if you say you're not allowed, you're not letting us sleep around. Doesn't mean you're just having a conversation politely, is there?
So what happened here? What caused the roof to disappear?
Oh, I don't know. Just one day I'm here minding my own business, and then suddenly I'm woken up because the whole bloody roof's gone. Floated up a little bit with everything on top of it, and then just poof, disappeared.
No.
well, that's what we thought might have happened from looking at this place. So your master never gave any indication of where it might be going.
Nope. Really bloody rude. Nobody tells me nothing.
How
He
terrible!
just
You're
he
the
just
door. You should
disappeared.
know everything.
I know, right? I have not seen him since, so I guess I'm still meant to guard here, but I don't know. Nobody's told me anything.
So what's behind you?
Oh, the vault, like the vault area, yeah.
And what's in the vault area?
Oh, well, I can't tell you that, can I? I'm
But
not
we're-
that silly.
But we're friends, though, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, sure, but I still can't tell you. That's not allowed. I'll bend some rules for you, but I'm not going to break them all. I'm a
I don't
door. I don't
suppose.
have many things to do other than keep the secrets.
Well, I don't suppose you could tell us how large of an area is behind the door, would you?
Well, I don't know. I've not been there myself, but I figure it's pretty big. It's quite echoey.
Okay.
I only really see like part of it when I get swung inside, you know.
So what were your exact instructions here?
Just make sure no one comes past. I mean, I let some of the miners past because they were, you know, they were all screaming and dying. I felt kind of sorry for a few of them, so a few of them got through. But yeah, and then well, besides that, no, I just meant to guard. I used to chat to the master quite a lot, to be honest. He'd come down here every now and again, you know, have a few games. I really like riddles, so I'd give him a few riddles. He'd give me a few, you know, keep our minds sharp. And then, yeah, he'd just go in and out as he pleased, to be honest. No one else allowed.
I don't suppose we could trade a riddle for entry if you like riddles.
Ooh, now this is exciting. I should say no, but I do like a riddle. I tell you what. You give me a riddle, and if I can't get the answer, I'll let you in. How about that?
Okay. On the assumption that Thog can go first with a really crap one.
I don't mind. Anyone can go first. I love a riddle.
Okay. Thog's gonna Thog's gonna tap her nose but miss, and say, "Yeah, I've got one from my village that I think will stump you. Took me ages to figure it out.
Go on then.
When is a door not a door?"
Ooh, that's a good one. Unfortunately, I already know the answer to that one. When it's a roof. Yeah, there you go. That's the answer.
Nah, that's not the
Next.
answer.
Oh, yes, it is. Trust me, I've never got one of these wrong.
What about this? Is one I heard along my travels.
Oh, yes, go on.
If you've got it, you can't share it. But if you've shared it, you haven't got it. What am I?
Oh, that is a good one. I've not actually heard that one before. However, because I have quite a sharp mind, you see, the answer is quite clearly a wedge of cheese.
But that isn't the answer.
Yeah,
God, he's good.
you can try and trick me all you
That's-
want. You can try and trick me all you want, but I know that is the answer. So you can't lie to get past me. So I get it right. You don't go through anymore for any more.
And Thog just rolled an intelligence tech and got a natural one. Damn, this guy's good. This guy's really good. I would never have considered cheese, but now it's so obvious. I would never share cheese.
Sorry.
Does
Does
go on,
Wanda
that's it.
know what Vecna might look like?
No, basically, you will have heard of him, but you will never have seen him.
But Eve has.
Eve has not seen.
Oh no, God, no,
Vecna
sorry, I'm
either.
thinking of a Serac. Yeah, sorry. Damn. Nice.
Are you saying that to Eve or not?
No, just out of character, like I just realised, yeah, you're right, it was Serac, not Vector, damn. One leech looks like another. It's a thug.
No more riddles for me then.
Okay, I got one for you.
Oh, go on.
30 white horses stand on red hills. First they chant, then they stamp, then they stand still. What am I?
Ooh, that's a good one. That is a very good one. I heard of a halfling that really liked that one. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't worry, I'm not. I think that is a really well-mannered penguin that's found his perfect holiday destination.
Man, this guy's good.
Yeah, I told you. I told you I never get one wrong. It's what you get from sparring with the best.
Oh, I
Well-
have one.
What? Oh, go on, dear.
What's a room that you cannot enter?
That would be a room without a door, like myself. Or, alternatively, the room behind me. Yeah. Either way, I'm right, aren't I?
Okay, Thog's got another one
Yes,
for you.
that is very funny looking at mushroom.
Yeah, Thog's got one for you. And she's going to start to, like, you can see she's been thinking about this because, okay. In that case, then, here's one for you. Real stumper.
Can you tell them my phone's died? I can't hear anything.
1 second, guys. Frankie can't actually hear anything.
It's alright. It's probably just my phone's died.
Yeah,
No, it's okay. So,
I'll try and translate.
if a door can't open for anybody, what purpose does it serve that's different from a wall?
Oh my god, I'm having an existential crisis. Well, I think the correct answer is none. But that doesn't refer to me, because I will open for my master. So, no, ha ha ha.
No, Thog wouldn't have the mental capacity to make that an insult.
Alright, I've got a riddle for you guys then, because you're clearly so bad at giving me them. Are you ready?
Cool.
What is behind my door?
The dungeon that your master told you to protect.
Oh damn, that's pretty good. Yeah, that was quite clever actually. Yeah. I
So
meant
can we
more
connect?
specifics though, so I don't think I'm going to let you in.
I thought when
Probably a
you
large-
say what's behind you, I would just say your back. But maybe that's too simple.
Or perhaps a lot of empty space.
It's very upsetting actually. I don't think I have a back. I don't even have a back of a head. I'm just a face. I'm a face with hinges. Well, to give up then, because I don't think you're going to give me any riddles that are going to stump me.
Thog's going to write it on a piece of paper. And show it to the others without letting the door see. And on it, in very poor handwriting, is. And then what Thog's going to say is, I think this is going to have to be our final answer to any riddles if we get stumped. And on it is written, dispel magic, dispel magic, dispel magic.
I think Moreau is the only one with dispel magic.
That wasn't the
Yeah,
point.
we'll be preparing.
Unless
That was
Dave-
literally. No, that doesn't matter. That's not the point. That is what's written on the piece of paper.
All right, okay.
There's only so much you can take. Not Lewis. Lewis has lots of capacity, but I can't do it.
Meridia will put her hand up into a hair mat, and she will kind of rustle her hair a bit, and one of those autumn leaves will slip into her hand, and then
Okay.
she's gonna close her hand up into a ball with it in there, and she's just gonna go, "Okay, I've got a riddle for you, with one definitive answer.
Ooh, all right then, go on.
What's in my hand?"
Ooh, I mean, it's not much of a riddle, but I'll give you it. Fair enough. I would say the palm of your hand, and on top of that, I think you've got a mouse.
You're wrong.
Nah, I'm not.
I open up my hand and show them the leaf.
You should admit that wasn't there. That was a mouse a second ago.
You've lost, my friend. You're gonna have to open for us, fair and square.
Nah, that was a mouse a second ago.
But would your master want you to think that you're not playing fairly in the sparring of riddles and intellectual sparring between one another?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. He wasn't really one to play fair, so I think he deplored me. Anyway, I'm not lying. I think you're lying. I'm the best. I can't make mistakes at riddles. You just can't beat me.
How would your master open the door?
Oh, I just opened the door for him. We only did the riddles as just a bit of sparring, to be honest. Keeping each other on our toes.
Okay, that is a tricky one. Because
Meridia will just walk up to him, and I'll just put my face like close to the doors and just go, What about if I asked you pretty please to open up?
I've never said please before. I mean, I'd really like to, but I mean,
What about if I,
don't get me wrong. I think you guys are great, but you're just like, nah.
I could give you a gift in exchange for you opening to allow us passage?
Ooh, okay. What gift?
This very leaf that you guessed incorrectly, as a reminder that you are superior at mental jousting.
Oh, you do think I'm the best at, don't you?
I mean, you learned from the best. Therefore, if the best isn't here, then surely you're the best, right?
Oh, you flatter me. I mean, I don't know what use I have for a leaf because I mean I am a door, but
Decoration. Sure.
you are right. I am the best, aren't I? Oh, you are quite nice. All right, you can come in then, I guess. But don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone I met you.
Your
Or
secret
do
is
tell them
safe.
that I am the best at riddles because I am the best at riddles.
I will
Now
tell
that
everybody that you are the best at riddles, and we couldn't pass by because you were just too good at riddles. And that if anybody
That-
else should come anywhere near here to try and joust you mentally, they are in for a shock and a world of disappointment.
Oh yeah, they are. Okay, this is a fair trade. Okay, I like this. Yeah,
And you
don't
know
tell
what?
anyone I let you in.
You
But
know
yeah,
what?
I rebuffed you with my mental prowess.
The door is sweet enough, and I think I've got him on the rope, so I'll give him a kiss on his cheek as well.
Oh my god, no one's ever kissed me before. That was my first kiss. Guys, did you see that? Whew.
we saw
That's the front eye after that.
Steamy.
Excellent. Yeah, come on in then, guys. Keep it quiet. Don't tell anyone. Please try not to die horrible deaths. I'd really like another chat. Come back
Well,
if you have any
you-
better riddles and stuff.
You
Well,
do confirm you'll let us out again, right?
Oh yeah, I don't really have control of the other side. You just pull the handle.
I do want to say, do you have anything to say in terms of how your master were inside to stay safe? Because if we are gone, then there's no one to spread your words of your prowess, right?
Oh, that is true. Well, that's why I'm saying don't die, because I really want you to. But I can't really do anything to help, because, I'm a door. I can't really move. I don't really know what's down that way. I just know it's not good. It makes people scream a lot.
So just in case, scream a lot. Got it.
Yeah, I mean, I won't be able to help you at all, but, at least I'll know the outcome. Keep me in the loop.
Is there any specific kind of pitch of scream that you have enjoyed?
Oh, no, it's quite echoey. I should be able to hear you.
Oh, okay.
Cool. See you in a bit, guys. Careful. Love you.
I hear wedding bells.
I will
The door
I will,
swings on its hinges.
as he says that, I will flicker my hair and more leaves will fall down.
Ooh, more
Well,
useless
don't
leaves,
tell me.
alright.
Don't tell me that Meridia is a door weeb.
Hey, all right. If there's one thing that every D&D party has trouble with, it's doors. I am your secret weapon.
That was way too easy. Like
Yeah, you've done that before.
And
Is
one by
something not
one,
telling us, Meridia?
As Meridia looks over her shoulder and just goes, "We are taught many ways to enter places we shouldn't within the order."
You don't say.
Yeah, write down. New king to sell for somebody.
Some of these abilities seem unnatural.
as you guys file through one by one, Chewy squeezing quite a bit to get through the door, but managing it. You guys enter, and we will see what awaits you next week.
ooh,
Woo!
nice.
Nicely done
Six.
getting past the door, guys.
Truly masterfully done.
Go team.
That
Who needs
indeed
a
was the
lockpick?
solution to the problem.
What flattering.
Seduce the door.
Yes. Not
Nice.
seduce, just compliment it.
Wildly specific there, Matthew.
I would like
Ah.
answers to all riddles on a postcard, please.
Right. Very
Sweet.
nice done, guys.
Nice session. Thanks, Matt.
Fantastic.
Thanks, everybody.
Everybody,
yeah,
everybody
good
come back
game.
at Bards next week. Let's seduce our way through the dungeon.
Jack and Josh, we'll probably just try and arrange our session outside of a Thursday slot if we can, just to speed it up of rejoining groups.
Yeah, no worries.
Simply because it's probably going to be a lot easier to do that with just 3 people.
All good.
Sweet. See you next week, guys.
Okay,
See
See you
next
later,
week.
guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.